Ladies and gents, the Twitch community has decided on the big trees. So my apologies, because you're somehow missing that giant, thick llama the players have started with here. We have a 4-0 game, 8 players, almost said 8 kings, but there's no kings. It's a King of the Hill game, and we have another 10 times shared Civ bonus mod, which means the text from all of these civs and all of these players are shared around the board. Eventually, this will be a free-for-all, and they will all fight each other to the death with crazy bonuses for the monument. But we have some time to chill and hang out until we get there. So I'll get the intros in. Might open it up to some questions here with my Twitch chat, but I'm sure you can already tell, since there's a llama, that there's Incas involved. And so since it's shared Civ bonus mod, everyone gets the free llama because that's the Inca bonus. But instead of getting 10 llamas, they just give you one 1,000 food llama. Which, I guess makes sense. But I've always been ever so slightly bothered by the fact it's not 10 llamas. I don't know. I feel like it would add more chaos. So, for YouTube, we're going to have some edits on screen because Hardy's amazing on some of these Civ bonuses and things we can speculate on. I'm going to try and use my brain for this. So forgive me if I miss some things along the way. But with the Incas, you have the llama, you have the extra population space from the houses, so that means when they eventually get to a house, actually be very smooth for their start, because they should get 50 population space from it. Incas also have a discount on food for any unit that costs food. So a lot of food units in this game might be free. Their one unique tech adds additional armor to eagles, which would only apply to them, which is very selfish. And then the other unique tech means no minimum range for skirmishers and slingers. Those are the big things with the Incas. Actually, no, another thing would be all their stone buildings are discounted, which might mean anything that costs stone is free. I don't know the math on that, but could be pretty solid. Also, villagers are affected by armor upgrades on their villagers. So that's kind of nice too. All right, in the yellow. Oh, shoot. This is kind of crazy. We have Tatars. They get 50% more food from their, like, herdables, which means this isn't 1,000 food llama. This is a chunky llama. This is an even thicker llama. This is like my cat, because he's a little fat right now. Tatars have a hill bonus. 0 hills. Scammed. Tatars get thumb ring for free, but I don't think you can somehow get 10 thumbs and rings for free, so that's not really a great bonus. They do get some additional armor on their hussar line, which could be good for some of these civs, and their cav archers, which could also be good for some of these civs. So cav archers immediately become strong. And then one of their techs gives them access to flaming camels, but also +2 range on trebs. Which, of course, that's right. You've just done the math. I'm very proud of you. That would be +20 range on trebs, right? Why am I asking you? Yes. Okay, so that's sick. I want to see trebs in this game. Here we have the Berbers. Now, you could kind of see the villagers are a little bit faster. It's hard to tell because they're not moving around a lot, but villagers being faster is a villager Berber bonus. So villagers will probably be ultra speedy this game. Berbers have cheaper stable units, so I think stable units will be free. Berbers have the Maghrabi Camels unique tech, which makes their camels regenerate. So camels immediately become very strong. And then their other unique tech is Casbah, which means their castles work faster. So I'm guessing unique units will probably produce, like, instantly. Am I missing anything with the Berbers? I guess they do have access to the unit Genitor. Yeah. Lorhe says this almost like he has experience. He says, beware and do not delete the TC strat. Your llama will block build space. That's true. Yeah, if you try to delete the TC, the llama is there, and the llama carcass would block building the new TC. Real quick, we got players in Feudal Age. And a strategy on this map is to rush to Feudal and delete your TC to build the market. And yeah, they actually can't. They can't delete the TC and build a market. Yeah, for the exact reason Lorhe said. He's a smart cookie. So I guess we'll wait. Okay, in the green. We've got Khmer for Liam. Now, Khmer is nice because you don't need to build your required buildings to get to the next stage. You can also hop in and out of houses with all these players now, so that's nice. Your farmers don't need to drop off at buildings, which is also nice. Here's probably the biggest one, though. They get additional range from their scorpions. So there's a team bonus. They get +1 range on their scorpions.
Yes.
That would mean +10, of course, which is incredibly strong. And then they also get the double crossbow tech, which means they get an extra bolt from scorpion units. So scorpions are going to be insane. Elephants also get additional attack with a tech, but they're the only civ that can make elephants. Oh no, that's not true. There is one other civ, the Vietnamese, but yeah, siege is kind of the big one. Am I missing anything? Khmer. I don't think so. This is going to look real bad for YouTube. YouTube, just be impressed if I got most of these, okay? Okay, Hindustanis. You may have noticed that everyone has been queuing up tons of villagers. That's because they have a discount on villagers that is now multiplied by 10 times. There is no better time to invest into villagers. Act now or forever. And please don't leave. Sorry. Okay, Hindustanis, staying focused. They have the cheap bills. Fun. They have, is it their camel units attack faster or their stable units attack faster? Or is it their mounted units that attack faster? The language there is very important. Because if it's their stable units, and I should know this, but for some reason I'm second guessing myself, that would be insane. I can't check here. This is where Twitch chat's supposed to help me and make me look smart. But yes, it's the camel and scout line, of course. So, yeah, I guess knights aren't great. Maybe hussars could be good, though. Hussars could be decent. Apart from that, they also have a gunpowder tech, which adds +2 range to their hand cannon. So that would be +20, which is insane. They also have a tech, which means they mine gold faster, but there's no gold on the map. So that is basically useless. Fun. Okay, on to the Bulgarians. Cheaper and faster researching blacksmith techs. This means blacksmith techs are free and instant. Blacksmith is also... Oh, no, blacksmith isn't cheaper. Wrong civ. Ooh. Their militia line tech, it gives them additional melee armor on the militia line, which could mean the champion line is very strong here. That's called Begains, I believe. And then they also have stirrups where their cav attacks 20% faster. It might even be like 25% faster. I honestly think it might even be 33% faster. I've got a bunch of numbers in my brain. I think it's changed before, which is why that is. But cav will be strong with this civ. Also, they have access to Krepost, which I think means everyone will have access to Krepost. And Krepost should be free because of the Inca discount. So, it's very strong here with the Bulgarians. And they also have decent siege, which could be nice. In the red, we have the Romans. Romans are 5% more efficient at everything they do, which I guess means 50% more efficient, which explains the progress they've made. You never know if all these bonuses are actually going to apply. Wait a second. Lorhe is imping? Bruh. I mean, Lorhe's a higher elo player. He's also a community game veteran, but that's insane. Guys, Lorhe is on the way to imp. Every other player is still in feudal age. Luckily, the rules do not allow him to kill anybody early. We still want everyone to have time to get their technologies. But impressive. Okay, so the ballistas tech for the Romans. Ballistas tech is faster firing speed for Scorps? Or is that the... Yeah, I think it's faster firing speed. And I think they inherently have a bonus of just cheaper Scorpions. So Scorpions might be free. And then They also fire faster, and they also have crazy range, and they also have an extra bolt. So I think scorpions might be the most OP thing here, but we'll wait and see. They also have a unique tech, which I think adds a charge attack to their cav. Now, I don't know if that would apply to hussars. I think that just applies to cavalier. Also means it wouldn't apply to camels. But think about that, though, right? We've got some cav bonuses at play. Maybe there's a chance it applies to elephants. That could be strong. They also have double armor on their infantry upgrades, which means infantry could be super tanky, but I guess infantry is going to need to be super tanky with some of the other things here. Oh, yeah, true. That tech also applies to the champion line. Okay, so far, infantry strong, scorpion strong, cav strong. Regular siege not really strong, but scorpions could be. Last but not least, we have Vietnamese. Vietnamese have cheaper and faster researching ecotechs, which basically makes it all free. At least when it comes to the food cost. They have more HP on their archer range units, which makes cav archers, skirmishers, and foot archers really thick. They also have chatras, which adds additional HP onto elephants. There's only 2 elephant civs here, but both of those 2 will benefit. And then they have paper money, where you get gold income from chopping trees, which I guess isn't too bad, because the map is completely covered in trees. We've gone through all the civs now, right? I'm sure there's some small things that I'm missing. Are there any glaring things? Oh, the additional sheep from the Tatars, of course. That's funny. I forgot about that one. So I guess they're not going to need to build farms anytime soon. And now we chill. Now we chill. There might be a couple bonuses we'll discover over time. So guys, Chula Poppy, first community game. Raedric, I think they said they might have played, but they played like 4 years ago. 1 or 2 others maybe have never played here before. So imagine being in these settings for your first time. Like they do have shared exploration on, so they're able to see the others. But Lorhe's already cutting with the onagers here. A T90, guess which civs wonder the monument is? I feel like I should know this one. I feel like this should be extremely obvious. Is this like the Franks or something? This is one that I feel I should know, and I'm second guessing all of my guesses now because I feel I'm going to be embarrassed if I don't know it. I think it's the Franks. I could be wrong. I should know this. This is not Koreans, Ovo. This is not Koreans, please. Let's not insult chat's intelligence. Looks like something I would see in France. Does anyone know 100% certainty? I think it's Franks. Yeah, well, it kind of looks like Franks. And again, now I'm remembering the Spanish Wonder. The Spanish Wonder's got that little water area around, a little moat, I think. It's not Spanish. But then it could be like the Burgundians? Maybe? I was kind of expecting Detour, who asked me this question, to have an immediate answer, so we could all be like, oh, and no. But they might be researching it for us right now. It's Britons, I checked. Oh, it's Britons? Yeah, like I said, I should have known that. Really? I thought Britons was... Okay, that tracks. Franks are Britons. Should have known it. Sorry. My bad, guys. Sorry if anyone obviously knew. It's a cool wonder. This is funny. Lorhe bought a bunch of stone, which is pretty smart plan, usually, because there's not any stone on the map. Looks like Gray did as well, but then nothing actually costs stone. So I think they'll just always have that stone unless they want to sell it to get some gold in return, which I think Lorhe might have done. TC's galore from Lorhe. This could be part of the strategy. This could be to go armored villagers. because they'll be speedy, and they'll benefit from the Inca attacks. But I think it's probably just to get as many villagers as possible right now. More vills is more resources, obviously. Yeah, good time for some Q&A, guys. If you want to chat, if you came in from YouTube today or didn't, just want to say what's up. I can try and catch up with you all before the action begins. But thank you again, everyone, for watching. YouTube, obviously, thank you so much for watching these and still having fun with these. We wait now. We build up. Lorhay, as if you needed another reason to know that he plays this a lot, says this is the best eco I've seen in this mod. He's like, this is crazy. It is crazy, though. I mean, there's still so much food left on the sheep because of the Tatar, Inca, or no, mainly Tatar bonus, I guess. And then also the Vietnamese cheaper techs. Murrah's really helped. Saintail, thanks for the new sub. Sarish, welcome back with the 2 months. Twist, what's up? Thanks for the raid, man. Welcome, viewers. Hope you had a good stream. T90, what is your favorite conspiracy theory? Let's not. Actually, my favorite conspiracy theory is that birds... My favorite one is that birds are government drones. That's definitely the most enjoyable one. Rusted Flakes, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it, man. That's real, though? Is it? Is it? Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. Hey, I don't trust birds. Birds are kind of creepy, man. I mean, there's some beautiful birds, but when you look past that beauty, I'm not seeing a whole lot of critical decision making there. I think birds just want to, if they had the opportunity, they could screw you up, man. Don't like them. Not a bird guy. So we'll see what units they end up making here. T90, what's your favorite way to eat and prepare salmon? All the ways? I went out for sushi last night, and there was like a salmon roll. It was more complex naming than that, but oh, it was so good. I love salmon, man. Very tasty. Ooh, I think paper money might be researched here in a second. Unless it already is. Now, we'll know. Because paper money, they should all be getting gold while chopping trees here. It's not happening yet. Gray would have to be the one to research it. I think that's the imp tech, and Gray's still in Castle Age, so we got some time. T90, Vietnamese cheaper text doesn't really work here since they only remove wood costs, which doesn't really help you here. Doesn't it remove food? Nah, it removes food, man. I mean, either way, it's probably not the biggest deal, because it's not, like, multiplied by 10. And it's not that beneficial. I thought it removes food. No, you're right. It removes wood. Never mind. Sorry, long day. It removes wood, not food. But yeah, it doesn't... Some bonuses aren't really that helpful. At least it's better than the Inca bonus, which gives you armor on eagles, when they're the only civ that can make eagles. Kind of feels like a scam. Yeah, for anyone catching up, all technologies share to everybody 10 times. So that would be the unique tech. So that's what we were speculating on. Now, the big thing always is unique units. Because there's a jump in HP and attack from your standard unique unit to elite. And that jump will be multiplied 10 times. So, I don't know what the difference in HP and attack is between standard Centurion and elite. I just know I've never seen it in this game mode. It could be some crazy HP. And if Centurions benefit from stirrups, getting the extra attack speed... I mean, Lorhay's definitely a really good player. Like, Lorhay could stomp with Centurions, maybe. Maybe. Also, thoughts and prayers with Capture Age. Hopefully it doesn't become Crasher Age. But, yeah, they're building up. They're talking about getting their techs. We got some techs coming in now for green. Kind of the funny and also very sad part about this is these people, some people, you know, will wait a really long time to get into games. It'll be their dream to get into a community game. They'll be very happy they get in. They'll be enjoying it. And then they die the second the switch flips. Usually 2 or 3 people are dead immediately. So, yeah. Just keep your eye out. See if players are ready for this. I mean, castles are free, so they should be able to be fairly defended, but then it's like, are castles even strong against some of the units that are going to come out here? Players just onaging right now. It doesn't look like paper money is in yet. Gray would still need to be the one to research that. But if Gray can get there, they should all have no problems with gold. Actually, did it just come in? Yep. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Stonks, baby. Stonks. That's crazy. That's wild. Yep, that's paper money for you. So, yeah, anything that costs gold is going to be no problem. Anything that costs food is... Well, not anything that costs food is free. Well, no, it might be because of the Inca bonus, yeah, so... It's a pretty steep discount for Inca food units, so that should apply to everything. Lorhe's giving some tips here. And he's even letting them know, hey, make your unique units. Some civs will have busted unique units. Yeah, 100%. You know what I think could be really good? Centurion could be good, but Conic could be really good. Because there's infantry bonuses at play, and there's also mounted units bonuses at play. And Crepos are free. So, Chula Poppy here, no pressure on you, first community game, but that would be a big one to go for here. He is bottom score at the moment. See, when they all say they're ready, the way we've discussed this is everyone, you know, agrees, and then they all turn, and then they fight for the monument, which we still haven't seen a countdown on, so. Sometimes people will start the countdown, like right away. Hasn't happened yet. Okay, so it's plus 45 HP and plus 2 attack when you go to Elite Centurion. Okay, so that's plus 450 HP and plus 20 attack. The HP is pretty sick. Other units will have similar jumps. I think Vietnamese elephants should be busted. As far as melee units go, they will be way thicker than anything else and have a lot more attack because of the Khmer bonus. Lorhe probably wants to kill someone fast because deep down he doesn't want to lose this game. So he does say tech check, but I don't think everyone's ready yet. Green is not starting the countdown yet. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be Vietnamese elephants, just elephants in general. Wait a second. Everyone can build a crep post, but can everyone make a conic? Oh, I'd be pissed if I were Bulgarians and everyone else can make my unique unit. I'd be so mad. What if you can make it, but you can't make the elite version? Because you need a castle to research that. Green says, Elite Genitor is the unit to make everyone. Trust. Yeah, something tells me that's a lie. Let's see. Can a conic be made? I never know with the mods, right? Like, they have to update this every patch. Some of them do operate a little bit differently. Crazy we still have sheep being eaten, though. Still not a single farm. And holy castles. Woo! Yes. Teal says, hey, blue. And so a little bit of Diplo here, maybe? He says, we'll have a corridor from me to you pretty soon. Trade, question mark. So, Teal, your mind is in the right place. Trade would be absolutely fantastic, but it's really not necessary with paper money. With the rate at which gold is coming in, I don't think trade is really necessary. And Manfred says, probably not a great idea. It will be free for all. And you can just tell Teal is like, oh, no. Smile in chat if you have wanted to play a Diplo game before, and then you get into a free-for-all or something that is not about diplomacy and teaming, and you're like, this is not what I was planning on. Ugh. Teal says, but what if instead we were peaceful? I mean, keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying to advocate for peace over there. We'll see how that goes for you, buddy, but you need to prepare for no peace. I think Teal's in trouble. Teal just told everyone they got their text, too. You shouldn't have said that, because now they're going to get ready to fight. Oh, man. Teal was born in the wrong era. Teal is an old soul. Oh, Teal's not ready for this. Not ready at all. They're saying 14. Oh, no. Okay. Lorhe says only missing player 8's ready call. Player 8, take your time here, bro. Don't be peer pressured. Take your time. You're not ready yet. Lorhe's ready to go. They're obviously going to make moves immediately. I haven't really been able to click many units to check stats. Oh! This is what I mean about the elephants.
Yes.
If they attack faster too, I mean, it's game over. Maybe scorpions are good, but that's 1,300 HP on an elephant, 14 plus 34 attack. Orange says, I'm ready, don't kill me. Well, Orange, you saying ready is authorizing them to kill you. That's how this works. But respect, those were the rules. You know, everyone's supposed to turn on each other at a certain point. They're saying good luck, have fun. The screen's going to blow up, guys, because everyone's going to do this. History tells us one or two people will forget or not be ready. We've been here before. But green is ready. And red is ready. And yellow's ready. And everyone else will follow suit. I wish I had a way of not having all of this fill the screen in these moments, but it's not that big a deal. This is about to get serious. All right. Oh, there's some scorpions. Look at those scorpions go, dude. Look at how many bolts are being fired. Look at the range on those scorpions. Look at the armor on the Vils, though. They have 42 armor. 42 armor and 3 plus 40 attack. Damn. Countdown is finished. Teal just deletes a bunch of Vils. We do have some camel archers here, which regenerated 150 HP per minute. Which is no joke. Centurion has 570 HP, 33 plus 54 attack, but remember the first attack's like a charge attack, so I don't know how much of that stays. The Scorpions are working with 11 range. Would still like to see Conics from Chula Poppy. We got Imp Camels here. Only 340 HP, which in this game mode is bad. But we've got trebuchets being made that have 16 plus 21 range. Grace is the purple. In the interest of our friendship, let's not chop to each other and focus on middle. Well, that's tough to do because you will eventually butt heads in the middle, but that's respectable. How are the Kameyuks? The Kameyuks are armored, but they have no attack bonuses. So 17 plus 4 attack feels kind of rough compared to the elephants, right? Like 13 Kameyuks amounts to 1 elephant in HP. And I think the elephants attack faster too. So elephants, strong. Camel archers, mid. They're solid. You can't make elephants though unless you're Vietnamese, so it's kind of only that Civ's option. We do have some Arbalest here. No attack bonuses, which makes it painful. They do have more HP. Would actually prefer to see Cav archers here because the Tatar armor bonus. Lorhe is really giving us a taste of everything he can make here. There's the Legionaries. Whoa, look at the melee armor. So they're going to take 1 damage a hit from an elephant. That might be a new record. I don't think I've seen anything with that much melee armor in this before. Look at that. 11 plus 72 armor. Now, is that all infantry or just Legionaries? It didn't apply to the Kameyuks. We got Trebs from yellow. Keshiks are here. Also don't know if everyone can make Legionaries. Look at the gunpowder range. Green is getting ranged from the backside here by the gunpowder. Oh, and we got Conics. And they are elite, so I guess you can do that if you're not playing as that Civ, but their stats don't look that good. It's Legionaries and Champion line. Okay. Well then, someone should be going Champion. But I don't know if they'll get there when there's so many other things to look at here. That was a very cute tower rush, Purple. That was very cute. That was cute. I respected it. I don't know what it's going to do. But hey, the tower was free, so it's a cheap experiment. Elephants are trying to run through the choke point. And now the path is clogged, so the Kameyuks... the Kameyuks have to go the other way. These elephants have not died yet. Don't get thumped. Yeah, I don't know what exactly you make, but you maybe need to make something other than Kameyuks pretty soon. These elephants are so good, dude. Look how fast they are. I thought elephants were supposed to be slow. Look at the infantry. They're running as fast as they can, guys. Don't judge them. High knees. Kameyuks, high knees. Purple's apologizing for his transgressions. We'll probably survive this, though. Green seems to be having a lot of fun. Elsewhere, we've got Siege Onagers from Orange. We got Flaming Camels now from Lorhay. Flaming Camels have a bonus against elephants? Would that mean they get 10 times the bonus against elephants? Because that's going to be needed here. Elephant Scorpion seems like the strongest play. Which Gray could try, by the way. Gray does not seem prepared for that yet. I'm curious to see what full Scorpion does against these Ellies, because no one's committed to this many. There's 40 now. And the Ellies have to get close. Elephants can't get in because it hasn't been chopped yet. Okay, he Onager cut it. Elephants! Flaming Camels! He can't get in. Boom! Dude, that's definitely 10 times. That is definitely 10 times. Those are 1,300 HP elephants. They are melting, bro. And we never see it, but regular flaming camels are insane against elephants. But no pro player ever makes them. We never really have opportunities to show it. They buffed it a bunch of times because no one's doing it either. Guys, look at the... Legionaries can kill the elephants. They kill it. I think Lorhay's got the comp. Scorpions, Legionaries, and Flaming Camels is sick. I guess if you get hit by Scorpions, Legionaries aren't so good. Uh-oh. Hand cannon's down. Oh, maybe not. Blue's trying to make his way to the middle. Blue is going to have to fight through green, unfortunately. There's no way around it. I don't know what else you do to get to the middle. And then green's going to say, play the objective. And he's like, going to be like, dude, I am. I love how purple is just hard committed to the Kameyuks and will never make another unit. Purple's like, this has to be my best unit. I will not even consider an Eagle Warrior. I will not consider Scorpions, right? Like, you could make your own Scorpions, too. Nope. We're just going to send these into the meat grinder. I mean, not looking too good. But what else do you make? I think you have to make your own Scorpions. I swear, every time I see this, I'm still surprised at how ridiculous it is. It doesn't matter what we do. It's still mind-blowing. Enjoy the fireworks, people. I don't know if there's anything to celebrate where you are, but consider this a celebration. A celebration of death and destruction and pain. Uh-oh. Green's brought out the genitors. Holy attack speed on the camels. Did you see that? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. If they... Well, wait till something doesn't die. They attack so fast. Wham! It's actually pretty fast. They're doing a pretty good job against the elephants. So camels are maybe okay. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, really bad examples. Trust me. You just keep waiting. There's going to be one good moment for them. I can't do it, but elephants are still strong. I mean, this 1300 HP is going down pretty fast against the Roman Scorps. Can you imagine if Celts was in here too with Khmer and Romans? Oh, we got yellow on the other side, bro. Yeah, yellow's catching on. And everyone else should do the same. Everyone who gets heavy scorpions should be making heavy scorpions. What civs don't get heavy scorpion here? There's probably going to be one or two sad souls that don't get it. Teal is here, raiding with camel archers. Camel archers that are regenning so fast, they aren't dying as quickly as you would think. There goes Teal, just running directly into the eco. And there goes Purple with the cameos. Let me check the KD for Purple right now. Purple has, okay, 200 kills. I thought it would be worse. Only 600 deaths. But, I mean, I don't expect the KD to be good at the end of this game. Green is in a rough position because Green is in a sandwich. And Green's kills are going to be ridiculous because Green's a good player with elephants and scorpions. But still. Orange we haven't talked about a ton. Orange is going to need defense here. Orange needs more scorpions. If Orange gets to a big ball of scorpions, it's fine. But Green is pushing down the buildings, which is smart. What's going to be the counter to the scorpions? Or do you just have to go more scorpions? Yo, AR7711, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome in. This is crazy. Okay, now we have elephants from Gray as well. But as we've established, the flaming camels are pretty good against them. And scorpions are too. There goes Purple. I don't know what Purple is hoping to accomplish here. But you gotta keep trying. Unfortunately, I like the fact that Purple is making eagles. It is actually worse than the cameos, though. So maybe stop for a while. Go back to cameos. Okay, heavy scorpion. Let's go, Purple. Let's go. Purple's learning. It's like, maybe I should try that. How's Orange doing? Oh, no. Liam! There's only one player in this game who immediately upon getting selected dropped 20 gifted subs on the channel, which is a lot. And that's Orange, and you're killing him. What are you doing, dude? Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not actually upset with him. He should go kill people. That's the game. But I would prefer you kill people who don't give 20 subs to the stream, if I'm to be honest with you. Hopefully Orange can hold on. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. We just lost him. Enjoy the subs while you have them, guys. Because Chula Poppy is... He's going fast. Oh, I like this. Just patrolling in the choke point. If the elephants run in, that's smart. Is Chula Poppy going to survive? No. No. I don't think he's going to survive. He looks very, 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 very dead. I think the thing for him, and it's the thing for everybody, you need to have scorpions. For obvious reasons. Yellow says, how's 100? How is 160 scorpions, actually? Because there's more coming forward. Can the Legionaries even get close? No. The elephants can't. I don't think the flaming camels can. It might just be turned into a scorpion battle. Look how fast the camel attacks. Do you see that? That's so funny. Green apologizes. The Trebs from blue are slowly taking down green. Blue is going to be a force. The doctor will soon see you, green. That's a lot of gunpowder. That's a lot of 40 range Trebs. Trebbing from distance. Yellow's the player to beat right now. Back to my question, though. Like, do Tatar... Okay, obviously Tatars get heavy scorpion. Do Berbers get heavy scorpion? Does anyone know? I just want to know if everyone can do it. Vietnamese, I'm not sure on. We have a Wonder being built. That'll do nothing, but it'll look cool, so that's fun. Hindustanis can. Ah, okay. Thank you for that. And no Vietnamese. Okay. Well, Vietnamese have elephants, so I think it's acceptable. And Hindustanis have imp camel and the hand cannons. So it could be worse. I think they've still got some good bonuses to work with. 260 years. You know what's going to be weird is they're going to have to hold the middle. They're doing a good job at killing the units, but you need to actually hold the middle. Which means yellow's going to have to move into the scorpions. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look, look, look. Guys, you know what counters scorpions? Scorpions. Look how fast the scorpions die to each other. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you make more scorpion? I guess you do. Probably. I want to see flaming camels make a run in towards a ball of scorpions. It might not work, but I want to see it. They have no armor and they're only 75 HP, so... Oh, that's what happens. Okay. Everything is normal here. Everything you're seeing is as intended. This is as the AoE gods intended. All green. What the... What? Liam is going off, dude. How is he defending against two people and simultaneously attacking red? Dude, that's crazy. Mr. Sampson, Bunny Thing, welcome back with the subs. Thank you, Dasmerk, so much. Green's... it's so impressive. Green also has 2,000 more kills than any other player, by the way. You could argue he's got a good civ for it, and I'd agree. But he's got the secret. The secret is you take down someone's buildings. He did the same to Orange, and then they can't recover. Lorhe might die. Lorhe has won a lot of community games. Lorhe I would have expected to be one of the favorites here. Yo, Noobs, welcome. He says, I've watched many of your videos. First time on Twitch. Thank you so much, and greetings from France. Hey, welcome, man. Welcome to a 10 times tech game, where we are apparently going to see one of the favorites get defeated. Shocking. But the Ellies are in good positions to catch out reinforcements. They're taking down everything. Dude, it's insane. You just wanted a chill game of Age of Empires, and this is what you get. I love watching... I think my favorite part of this game has been Purple sending infantry units into scorpions. That is a very satisfying animation there. Lorhe still has production of scorpions from over here. It's kind of his last stand, though. Does he have any villagers left? Can you imagine if he loses all his vills? He has 4 vills. I don't know where. There's one that's idle there. but no town centers. So losing those vills would be horrible. He only has 3 vills now. 2 vills now. Yeah, and the villagers are building a TC here. Green is still holding against Teal's castles. Still holding against the... Oh, now Ghoulems. Okay. Ghoulems have lots of pierce armor, but I think they're too slow against scorpions. Countdown continues. Yellow with 176 scorpions. Oh, we got onagers from gray. Onagers counter scorpions, right? No. Lorhay lost the vills. Lorhay lost the TC. Liam again says sorry. Says, sorry, player 2. Elephants are too OP. And Lorhay says, nah, flaming camels eat elephants. Green apologizes, says, you're too high elo, sorry. That's a pretty Chad thing to say. Sorry, you're too good, I have to kill you. Kind of saying you're a beast as well then, Green. Which you are. I wouldn't be wrong. But I think, like, Green's going to have to come mid. Lorhay out of the game. Salutes in chat, please, for Lorhay. Thank you for hosting, Lorhay. Thanks for setting it up. Thanks for showing us some of the different units there. You need 1 unit in the middle at all times to hold the monument. Not 10, not 100, just 1. Green is actually making some progress on the blob of scorpions here. Can you imagine the stench? Ugh. Can you imagine how gross this is? Purple. Oh, purple going for a cut here. Purple's got a lot of scorpions as well. They'll come in at an opportune time. Maybe cutting off yellow's reinforcements could be a key. And then green can pressure the middle. Green is... Ooh, green is losing ground. Green is just relocating, I think. Like, this is green's new base. Yeah, new TCs. Honestly, if you weren't watching the whole thing, you would think green started here. So that's probably smart, but that does make way for blue to come to the middle. And I guess teal can't until they onager cut, which might happen. Everyone can make the flaming camels, by the way. I just saw a random flaming camel, I think from green. Yellow says, holy lag. Well, yellow, you maybe need to lose a couple scorpions if you're lagging. Here comes purple to help you. 144 years. Who wins this game, guys, if you had to guess? I think the easy guess is probably green because he's playing insane. But that's lame. That's lame. Who picks the guy who's 4 times the score of the others? Not me. No, not me. I'm going with Teal. Teal will use his diplomacy and use his pikemen to find a way to surprise and shock the scorpions and elephants. All right? And anyone who disagrees with me is just a hater. I wouldn't advise pikemen. I'm wondering how much gold Teal has. Yeah, Teal doesn't have a lot of gold, which is probably the issue. Heavy scorpions, though. The funny thing is like, Teal isn't seeing yellow scorpions. Teal is only seeing the occasional scorpion from green. So I don't think Teal really knows. We do have a nice little setup here from gray. The bombard towers, the stables, it's all about reinforcements. And this setup of stables, at least, is really good. Green's got the middle, though, with 130,000 HP of elephants. If those elephants survive. Purple. I love purple so much. Zero Cool has had 0 chill with the infantry spam. Teal says, yellow, could you not? Honestly, I don't even think yellow noticed. I think yellow's accidentally doing that. That's a funny way to ask, though. Yellow says, sure. Here comes blue. Blue's got a lot of trebuchets and a lot of camels. I think the camels are good against elephants. Because of the attack speed. But they're bad against scorpions. Watch these camels go. Look at the attack speed. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, they're insane. Oh my good. They might be the counter to the elephants. But then you need scorpions. The Hindustanis don't get scorpions, so... Yeah, I don't think green is going to be able to hold this, guys. You got yellow with some scorpions that might make it to the middle. Purple's distracting him. You have camels that are cutting them off. Now, there is the occasional flaming camel, which should do some damage. And then you have gray. I guess green is coming in from the north, but gray does have a lot of elephant spam as well. 88 years now. Yellow's trying to push middle, but the scorpions are just getting caught up by purple's units, which is kind of unavoidable if you're on a patrol, which is what you should be doing. And teal says, stop trebbing me. And blue says, don't destroy my trebs. Every single King of the Hill game, you have a conversation where people are like, stop attacking me. I'm trying to go middle. But you just run into each other going to the middle. That's why defeating people, taking space is important. Still, though, this is insane from green. This wasn't even his base. Look at these TCs. Look at this buildup, man. 1100 elo, huh? And teal has had a rough game. A painful game trying to get to the middle. Maybe needs to cut their own path through to the middle. Green still holding. Purple's actually made it to the middle with some units. Yellow probably needs to shift the scorpions closer to the middle. The scorpions can't be firing back here. You need to click them closer to the middle and have them be sitting here. Then then you're actually auto-attacking green, because green's always here. But you can't get too close. Everything's easier said than done, of course. Okay, here we go. 50 years. Death everywhere. I think green gets cut off here. I think we get a reset. There's a lot of yellow scorpions, man. Holy. Blue's camels died, though. So I guess I just get excited about the attack speed, but they kind of suck. Gray is coming in with more elephants. Purple's fighting the good fight with the infantry, which at the very least is entertaining. Teal is piking down what's left of green's base. Blue calls the GG. We have 40 years, Doctor. Have some faith. Even green says no. Do not call it too soon. Blue, you know what blue's missing? Is he needs to go use his camels on green's buildings. Take down the buildings. Here comes teal. Let's go, teal. Let's go. Let's go. He's dead. Hey, that was something, guys. That was something. That was some support. He finally made it. 31 years. There's not a lot of green in there, man. There's not a lot of green. There's not a lot of green. It's dying very quickly, but there's still always a unit standing in the middle. 25 years. This is so close, bro. I can barely see. They have to somehow cut green off, but green is the waypoint into the middle, and the elephants are so fast. This is insane. This is insane. They're all going to the middle. Big wave from green. 17 years. I mean, one block, one misstep, and it's over here. I can barely select. Here. No, there's another. There's more Ellies. 12 years. Oh my God. I mean, nothing has changed in the terms of the unit positioning. And as long as green is spamming, I think it should be the same cycle. Units from the north, units from the left. The Scorpions got a little closer here. 5 years. I think he can do it then. If he made it to 5, surely he can do it. Right? Right? 2 years? Lag? Huh. Dude, that was crazy, man. That was a beastly performance from Green. And let's not act like this was easy. I'm looking in the middle now. There's 5 units alive? Maybe 6? And he was probably consistently with under 10 alive in the middle for the last 20 years there. Damn, that was wild. You just had to send it. Immensely frustrating game mode if you're not the person with the OP units, okay? So to anyone who is potentially a little frustrated by their experiences here, thank you so much for signing up. Chat will salute you for that because that is just kind of how the cookie crumbles. But it was really fun to see everything that people tried. So thank you to everyone who maybe made some units that weren't exactly the strongest there. Green did something to red that I think people could have done to him. And it was you get units. Because at this point, he has no Scorpions, right? You get your units. You just run in. And you're holding shift and hitting every production building. If they hit his production... I mean, the camels would take down the stables super quick, right? The elephants would do the same. We already saw it. And I think then he doesn't have the reinforcements in the middle. Combined with yellow, of course, getting lots of kills. Maybe that does it. But it's all very, very difficult. Anyone who didn't have heavy Scorpion probably is like, why did I play this? And there were a few of them. But that was fun. Green Beasted. Well played to Liam. Liam, why did you have to kill Chula Poppy, who got into his first community game and dropped 20 gifted subs to the channel? What was that about, Liam? What is that? 4,800 kills, 2,500 deaths, crazy KD. The best KD, though, maybe the most important stat is here. Scorpions, clearly OP. The problem is they're slow. They're slow and they're not tanky. So you couldn't, like, hold the middle. What's the Tatar player supposed to make there? I guess, like, Keshiks or maybe some Lancers, maybe some Hussars. So Green had lots of Scorpions as well, and then Green eventually just realized, actually, the Scorpions get kills, but I need speed, and I need the tankiness more than anything. Sick game, though, guys. If you like this on YouTube, please leave a like. Hope that I was able to manage the chaos decently enough. And eventually, I will upload more of these because they're very, very fun. And again, we've seen Scorpion games before. We've seen Elephant games before. It just seems like it's a surprise every time because it's just so different. And I know some people suggest 256 tech. That's too insane. That's like there's no rules. And when there's no rules and there's no cap, then it just gets kind of crazy in a bad way. So I really like the 10 times shared Civ Tech mod. We'll probably continue to do this in the future. We have a couple, and we have a couple good memes for this one. Thank you, memers. This is pretty true. We've done it enough times now. I feel like the most broken things in this game mode are usually Scorpions, Elephants, and Villagers. The Villagers one is in specific circumstances with, like, Spanish, right? There have been exceptions, of course. But, like, ranged units and, like, tankiness. You're looking for range and thickness. Which is why, if there was, like, a, I guess, like, Ballista Elephant, in theory, should be good because it's an elephant ranged unit. But I don't think they have as many ranged benefits in this game mode. Lorhe is the reason that Purple lost so many units, by the way. Lorhe set him up. Lorhe said, hey, Purple. Well, hey, everybody. I suggest making your unique units. And then Purple's unique unit was not good. It was still funny, though. Yeah, like, of all the people, guy gets into a game. He didn't even know how to get into the lobby, first off. He gifted the subs. He was so excited. Then was spamming in chat that he needed help. And I had to direct him to where, you know, he needed to go and all that stuff. And then you kill him, Liam. I hope you're happy. This is not exactly what I looked like, but pretty close. And then... This is good, dude. This is one of the best memes today. I know it didn't work out for him, but purple, this made it so entertaining. And that's tough. Like, some people don't understand that not winning actually adds to the fun and the content, right? Because everyone wants to get in it to win and be that guy. So thank you so much for just being you. Because if you weren't you, we wouldn't have had near as much fun. Honestly, I think Incas really struggle in this. It's not the first time. Because their Eagles are not usually a good unit in this unless there's Mayans. Kameyuks are not really that good. And there's no exceptions. And then, like, archers and skirms and halbs, like, they all struggle. And then their siege is kind of rough, too. So, you probably should have just made your own scorpions, but... Anyways, GG. Well played. Thank you, everybody.